Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back. I'm Heather, or Miss Postlewaite if you're one of my students, and this is Pages with Postlewaite. And oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute. So I'm back. I wanted to just kind of do a quick tag and some updates. Really quick on the updates. As you are well aware, I am a teacher. I teach middle school, and I actually teach at a year-round school. So that means that we have more breaks throughout the year. Summer is extremely short, and really I only have June off. And so school basically started back up at the beginning of July. I went back to work, and I've had students in my classroom for a couple of weeks now. So life is cuckoo crazy when you are starting back to school as a teacher. And so all of my time has been in getting ready for the school year and kind of getting established and getting to know my students. And for those reasons, work probably close to 12 hours a day and most of my weekends when school starts up. And there was just no energy for YouTube. And to be honest, not really even a whole lot of time for reading. Although I read, it's a lot smaller in July. So no big, huge list for July. But we are getting back into a routine and getting into more of my, I don't know, balanced life, hopefully. So I thought I would just pop on here and just tell you where I've been and kind of what's been going on. And try and do a book tag to get this out there and say hello again. And I was tagged way back in June by Farrah over at Bookstalgic. Thank you. I love her. If you've never checked out her channel, please do. She's got the most calming voice and does this beautiful, like, natural photography a lot with her videos. So she's so soothing. So she tagged me in the library tag, and so let's do that today. The library is one of my favorite places on earth. Story before I start the tag. Literally, I have absolutely adored the library since I was a little kid. When I finally got my driver's license, which took a while, and was able to drive myself, the very first place I drove myself to was the library. That pretty much sums me up in a nutshell. Okay, so now the real questions. Number one is, how often do you go to the library? We are lucky enough that a smaller branch opened up recently in my area. And so it's literally if I go a certain way home, on my way home. So I would probably say I go to the library twice a week. And then, because I'm lucky enough to be a teacher, we have a school library, and I take my students to that library every other week. So anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week, I guess, I am in the library. Number 2 says, do you belong to more than one library? Yes and no. So obviously I just mentioned the one at my school. That is one I belong to and have access to and do check out books from. And then my community library, and then my community library has an online thing, and I have some lovely ladies in one of my book clubs that are trying to help me to figure out how I can access more libraries online and get library cards for online lending kind of thing, but I haven't figured it out yet. Number 3, what percentage of the books that you read come from the library? A lot. I have a ton of books. I mean, you've seen my book hauls. I have a huge amount in my classroom. I have so many books in my house. And still probably, I would say 75 to 80% of my reading a month is from the library. So, wow, I should probably read more of the books that I have. But I'm not buying them. Number 4, do you listen to audiobooks or get ebooks from the library? Yes. Yes, 100% yes. Libby is amazing, and I use it constantly. There's a second part to that question. It's, or are you hooked on Audible, Amazon, or something else? No. I could get some from Amazon. I haven't figured that one out yet. I get everything that I need from the library, or obviously my huge collection here. Number 5, did you go to story time as a kid at the library? I don't remember going to story time as a kid. I brought my kids to story time when they were little. I do have memories of the library when I was little, but I don't remember story time. I don't know. Have you ever borrowed a movie or video game from your library? Yes to movies all the time, and no to video games. Did not know that was a thing. And my kids were really, really little. Obviously, finances are going to be super tight, and I would entertain my kids by getting movies from the library all the time. We would pick those up, and then the kids could easily watch those. Anyway, the answer is yes. Number 7, have you ever been fined for returning books late, and how did you feel about that? One good thing about the pandemic was that a lot of libraries decided to stop fining people for late returns. And because of that, it just never came back. And my library is one of those that did that. And it's a lifesaver, because yes, I have been fined multiple times for late books, and I hated it. And I would take advantage when they say, hey, bring in some canned foods to get your library loans lowered, or take off some money. Oh, heck yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I've had large library fines before. I struggle with that. I struggle with that a lot, because a lot of times those of us using the library, it is because it's free. Libraries are free, and I think that's an important piece of society and just having access to literature. I'm really, really, really grateful that not only does my library no longer do fines, but they automatically renew our books. I am often late getting my books back. I do return early too, just an FYI. I'm very good at that too. But I would be in a lot of hot water all the time if they were fining us. Number 8, do you attend special events, groups, or book sales at the library? Yes. There have been classes at the library. There was a youth summer program that I used to take my kids to. I've attended so many things at the library, and then book sales are my favorite. And they're super, super, super affordable. Have you ever given or taken a book from a little free library, a book swap, or a book box? And yes to all of that. And I have a book box in my car that I regularly pull from to supplement those libraries, especially if I find a good one. Number 10's a bonus, and it says, does your librarian know your name? No. No, but I do talk to the librarians. Like I said, it's a relatively newer, smaller branch that has opened up in my area. I do go regularly. Maybe one day they'll know my name and I will know theirs. My school, when we had a librarian, she knew my name. Fun fact, though, my favorite librarian is Michael Threets on Instagram, who is not only an amazing librarian full of enthusiasm, but he's a super big advocate for mental health. He's fabulous, and I will put his tag down below, his link. He is on Fable, so you can join his book club. So I joined his book club. So maybe my favorite librarian will read with me. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's the tag. And I'm not going to tag anybody because I got tagged a while ago, so I feel like I'm a little behind. But if you want to do this tag, it's a lot of fun. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's it. Have a super fabulous day. And yeah, use your libraries. They're amazing. Bye, guys.